Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to click that like down below and smash that subscribe before you go. And if you turn on the notification bell, then you will always get updated of all my daily content when it comes out. If you do buy anything from the item store, then please consider using code RiverFox, as it will help me out a great deal. But today we are going to be talking the dungeons. Now I did briefly hit on this on my subscriber shoutouts video last Saturday, and I did say in that video that I liked my Dragon Scorch loadout, which I used for doing the dungeons. So this is very quickly my Dragon Scorch loadout. Now I do want to give a big shout out to OTS Dava, which I met in doing a dungeons missions earlier on, and they gave me some information on a new loadout which apparently was awesome for the dungeons, and that loadout is the Prehistoric Izza and Blackbeard Stash loadout. Now Izza is a constructor, so her abilities are Going Constructor, Rosy and Decoy, and her perk then, while shield is depleted, increases armor by 100. So with the Blackbeard Stash, eliminations have a 5% chance to uncover one of Blackbeard's stashes. Search them to find peg legs, coconuts and cannonball grenades. Requires 3 pirates. So for the support team, I have gone Going Coconuts. 20% chance to find coconuts in containers, which increases damage. A Vast Mateys increases cannonball damage by 20%. Monster Smash increases life leech with melee attacks and Going Constructor by up to 15% based on the percentage of your missing health. Survivalist, eliminations heal you for 39 base health over 3 seconds. Duration refreshes with additional eliminations. And I have gone Swab the Deck, increases club damage by 17%. Now with the Monster Smash, now this is Arlene Izza, and I did do a review on her as a commander recently, and it was pretty trash, to be honest. So as a commander, I don't really rate Arlene Izza too well, but in this support team, she does do actually pretty damn good. So this is the Prehistoric Izza loadout. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch over into some gameplay that I recorded earlier on, and I'll talk through then what benefits of having this hero loadout in the dungeons. So I will see you in a couple of seconds. Okay then, so here we are in the dungeons. Now this one is the grotto, because I had to complete the missions to get the new mer monster Ken, I think it is that he's called, the new hero. Anyway, so this is the grotto missions. Now the first thing with this loadout is your Going Constructor, which is absolutely brilliant ability. It does so much damage, as you can see from the gameplay on the screen now. It does some pretty awesome damage to it. Now you've also got the heavy melee attack as well, which is a pretty fast sort of speed attack, and does do some pretty decent damage with that as well. In your normal missions, I suppose it would depend on the weapon and things that you've got, but of course the other ability then is the Rosy, which can give you some amazing sort of group clearing, and they're pretty good as well for going after those shards, you know, the the things where all the husks spawn out of, is pretty good at clearing those out. So there's some, they've all got their good uses in these missions. Now, the main thing, though, is your Blackbeard Stash, which are these little chests that will spawn randomly when you kill husks. It can be quite frustrating if you're in mission with someone who's got this ability, because nobody else can actually open these chests, only yourself. So everyone can see them but can't do anything with them. But if you open them, then of course you will get your peg legs, your coconuts, and your cannibals, and anybody else then can pick those up once you've opened the chest. So even if you don't need all of the ones that you've got out of it, then someone else can come along and quite easily pick those up and use them as well. So it's good thing to be able to share, especially if you've got other ninjas in the in your missions, then they can use those peg legs too, and they do some amazing damage, even if you haven't got the loadout. If you're somebody else and you come across these peg legs, use those. They are absolutely brilliant. But you can see, from the gameplay behind you, some action with these. Now the coconuts, they will give you health. So along with your adrenaline rush, you can store up all these sort of coconuts as well, which you can use to give you health and boost you that way. And the cannonballs, they are pretty effective against large groups, because you will find in the dungeon you will get large, massive hordes of husks coming after you. Trying to melee attack through your way through all of those can be frustrating sometimes, or even shooting your way through. So these cannonballs, then you just chuck them into the middle of the horde of husks, and they're pretty much all gone in one go. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, again, I think other players can use the cannibals as well if you don't pick them up, but you can store, I'm pretty sure, an infinite supply of these cannibals and these coconuts. So yeah, absolutely awesome. Now in these dungeon missions, I do tend to get lost quite easily, although they always say to follow those sort of pink flames, which are either side of the entrance, and the way you've got to follow. If you accidentally get into one of those transportation traps that send you somewhere over the different part of the map, you can get extremely lost. And I have spent so much time wandering around trying to find where on earth I've got to go. But at least the good thing with these dungeon missions is that if you are sort of straggling behind and everybody else has already gone through the next door, the next stage, then it does at least transform and send you to where everybody is. So you will eventually get there. As long as you don't die, you're pretty safe on that way. But yeah, with this Izza, it is a pretty decent loadout. I'm not sure yet whether I prefer it over my Dragon Scorch. If there is somebody else I know who is definitely going in as this Izza, then I would probably still stick with my Dragon Scorch, only because of the endless shadow that you can get from it. But otherwise, yeah, I will definitely use this, and I want to try it out some more in some normal missions, and see how well it will fare that way. And see how good it is in those missions. But definitely for the dungeons, I think at the moment these are the two best loadouts that you can get. As you can see, we managed to defeat this dungeons mission pretty easily. I didn't die on this one, which is absolutely awesome. Yeah, and I managed to get the rewards then at the end of this new Mermonster Ken. I think he's called Mermonster Ken. Yeah, Mermonster Ken. So another hero for me to use some more evolution materials on and level up and test out. He does actually look pretty damn awesome, so I do want to test him out as soon as I can. But hopefully then this will help you a little bit more when you're going through your dungeons missions. If you didn't see the other video on the dungeons basics, then do check that out. I will try and link it at the top of the screen as well, so you can check that out, give you some basic tips on doing the dungeons if you haven't seen it. But I hope this did help you out. If it did, don't forget to drop that like down below and smash that subscribe before you go, and turn on the notification bell, and you'll always get updated of all my new content when it comes out. And one last time, I know I said this at the start, but thank you so much to everyone for your subscribing. We've just passed the 8,000 subscriber mark, so thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all your support. But I hope you enjoyed, and as always, until the next time, I hope you have a lovely day and stay safe, my friends.